5 drivers need to go in the next 90 seconds. First over the line goes George Russell, and can he get himself into the top 15 and progress? Tidy lap time for him. Can Hamilton find more time in the third and final sector? We go visor cam for the 7-time world champion, and he's 16th. He's 16th across the line.
Lewis Hamilton is out.
Ridiculous. Unfortunately, that's at P16. All right, guys.
This is Lewis Hamilton, so uncharacteristically finding himself out, and there's the moment over the white line, and the track limits deleted. Sector 1, Sector 2, good for Perez. How about Magnussen? Performed really well yesterday, performs well again, and fights his way to 7th place. Colapinto to the drop zone. What about Stroll? He's done it. Both Williams now find themselves down there, and Perez breathes a sigh of relief, gets himself to 9th position. Albon missing out by 1/100th of a second. Colapinto missing out by 2/100ths of a second. Valtteri Bottas and Zhou Guanyu we see exit this session more often than not. But Lewis Hamilton, at a track where he has won multiple times, multiple pole positions, 19th for the US Grand Prix. Magnussen's in the drop zone, and Hülkenberg is right on the bubble here, at risk with Yuki Tsunoda in 9th position. Hülkenberg looking for an improvement, doesn't find it, and he's vulnerable with the checkered flag flying on the main straight. Fernando Alonso has been harrying that car all the while. Magnussen found the time. Magnussen gets it up to 9th position, and Hülkenberg into the drop zone. That reverses the normal way of things, and that will be a hugely rewarding lap for Kevin Magnussen, who for just the 4th time this year will be the lead Haas on the grid. Fernando Alonso up against it. Lance Stroll, fine margins for both of them. How much risk into turn 19? This time, better purchase for the 2-time world champion, trying to fight his way into the top 10 shootout and eliminate Yuki Tsunoda. He's done it with 9th place, and now can the second Aston Martin follow him through? Here's Lance Stroll trying to do what he did last time and get ahead of Fernando Alonso. Needs a lap time to get to the top 10 to fight for that option this time. Stroll across the line, the time fell away. Your eliminated drivers, Yuki Tsunoda, Hülkenberg with that moment at the first turn, Esteban Ocon, and then we saw Stroll and Lawson, who was finding himself starting at the back, come what may, after all of those penalties. We had the traditional summer break, we've had an autumn one, and now we have this relentless run all the way to the end of the season. A triple header, a break, and then a triple header. That was dancing on the limited track limits for Lando Norris, who rotates the car through the 20th and final corner. He's faster than George Russell, and you would expect him to be faster than Kevin Magnussen. But did Norris keep it between the white lines? Something that his teammate couldn't do yesterday. His teammate today, though, finds himself 0.6 of a second back in 2nd place. And now it's the turn of the Ferraris, with Sainz up to 2nd, with Leclerc going well, but Verstappen going even better still. This is only the first run, but Charles Leclerc finds his way ahead of Piastri, but still he can't find an answer to his teammate's pace. Max Verstappen, fastest of anyone, first sector. Personal best in the middle sector. It ebbs and flows at different parts of the circuit. He is absolutely phenomenal in this car at high speed. But that was very, very wide. Not as committed as we've seen through 19. Having to wait for the car to turn. Does it cost him? Up against Lando Norris. It did cost him. It cost him 0.03 of a second. The car was lazy on turning through 19, and it is a battle for pole between Norris and Verstappen at the moment, as Perez goes over the line in 8th position. This is the moment that Sergio Perez found himself beyond track limits. It's not by much, but it is enough to take all 4 wheels over the painted white line. With the temperature now at 35 degrees, with the circuit absolutely awesome in this first part of the racetrack, and Max Verstappen is finding time in the high speed, as he has done all weekend long, and he is up on Lando Norris's benchmark. He will have to respond. Verstappen versus Norris for pole position appears to be our battle. It is the fastest first sector for the reigning world champion, looking to try and claim his 4th title in a row this year, and Norris trying to overturn the largest points deficit in the entire history of Formula One. Yellow flag in the final sector of the racetrack, and a big moment off the road for George Russell. George Russell in the Mercedes finds the barrier on the exit of turn 19. A corner of huge commitment has a moment of huge consequence. The yellow flag is out, Russell is in the barrier, and that will neutralize the laps. We were looking forward to the contest, but that is such a hard hit that even though George Russell has said he is okay, the G-force light has gone on, the medical car will be deployed, the checkered flag is waving, and our dramatic end to qualifying has a twist that we did not expect. This was the moment that neutralized the end of the session. Let's listen on board, heading into turn 19 with George Russell. It is an illustration for how much speed they are taking through that corner.
You're right.
Yeah.
The car is safe.
They're daring themselves to the limit, but that was beyond, and Russell was chasing it. Most important thing is that George Russell is okay.
No one can improve. So that puts us pole.
Beautiful.
The top two are smiling amongst themselves. They've dared themselves into a great battle, but for Lando Norris, it is a superb performance when it really mattered. Another pole position this year, and one that denies Verstappen his main rival for the championship. And then Sainz in 3rd, Leclerc in 4th, Piastri, Russell, Gasly, Alonso, Magnussen and Perez